From the safety of the ground, mountains are nothing more than remarkable pieces of nature. But for those who are brave enough to summit the highest peaks and tackle the most technical routes, mountains can kill. As climbers ascend higher and higher, oxygen becomes scarce, storms become enemies, and avalanches become ticking time bombs. But which peaks are known as the most threatening? We are going to look at the 5 most dangerous mountains to climb in the world. Every mountain presents its own range of challenges. Number 5. Manaslu, Nepal. On any snowy mountain, avalanches are risk, but Manaslu is notorious for sweeping climbers right off the mountain. At 8,163 meters, Manaslu is the fifth highest mountain, and its exposed faces offer very little protection from ranging avalanches. In 2012, a horrific accident occurred when a rush of snow and ice came flowing down the mountain and swept through a camp of tents where around 30 people were sleeping. That single avalanche claimed the lives of 11 climbers and severely injured many more. Despite Manaslu's risk of avalanches, 2022 brought in a few hundred climbers. The bigger the crowd, the higher the chances of accidents, and the harder it is for climbing groups to make plans and navigate around each other. Unfortunately, Manaslu took multiple lives that year. Number 4. Nanga Parbat, Pakistan. Known by local as the King of the Mountains or more as Killer Mountain, Nanga Parbat is located in the westernmost section of the Himalayas. It's surrounded by mountains of much lower peaks, making it prone to pummeling winds and extremely variable weather conditions. The southern side of the mountain boasts the Rupal face, a single 5,000-meter wall of rock, and ice, the largest mountain face on earth. By the time of the first summit in 1953, Nanga Parbat had already claimed at least 31 lives. Since then, that toll has risen to more than 60 lives lost. With a death rate of over 20%, changing weather makes the highly technical climb all the more difficult and deadly. Number 3. Mount Everest, China, Nepal. Perhaps the most notorious mountain of them all. Mount Everest stands 8,849 meters high on the Nepal-China border. Everest, the tallest mountain above sea level, is a behemoth that entices climbers from all over the world with its majesty. Sadly, over 300 people have perished while attempting to conquer the mountain. While some deaths have somewhat foreseeable causes, avalanche and winter storms only account for about 59% of the deaths on the mountain. The other 41% are a bit less straightforward. Once reaching 8,000 meters, you are entering Everest's so-called death zone. 94 people have died in this zone from much more ambiguous causes. Perhaps altitude sickness, frostbite, or hypothermia overtook them. Most of the bodies of the deceased are left on the mountain, so only Everest will know the true cause. Number 2. Kanchenjunga, India, Nepal. Over in the Himalayas along the border of India and Nepal, Kanchenjunga's frequent avalanches and high death rates have made it one of the most dangerous mountains to climb in the world. Kanchenjunga is 8,586 meters high, the third highest, and it's notorious for killing climbers due to oxygen depletion, exposure, falling rocks, and avalanches. Kanchenjunga has no easy route to reach the summit. Each climber has to methodically come up with a strategy and make tough life or death decisions when unfavorable weather blows in. If you are not with a commercial team who is able to properly fix ropes, there may be sections without ropes, meaning one mistake would be fatal. The remoteness of Kanchenjunga also makes the journey to and from the mountain extremely difficult. If someone experiences an injury on the mountain and manages to get down, they still have a dangerous multi-day trek back to safety. Number 1. K2, Pakistan, China. K2 is a monster and it's widely considered the world's toughest and most dangerous mountains to climb. Located on the border of Pakistan and China, it's the second highest in the world, standing at a whopping 8,611 meters, just around 250 meters shorter than Mount Everest. Although it might not be the tallest mountain, K2 presents a high, difficult, and steep topography that requires every move to be perfect. The topography also makes the mountain a hotspot for falling rocks and destructive avalanches. In 2008, witnesses believed an ice avalanche caused complication and was responsible for killing 11 mountaineers. The tragedy is known as the 2008 K2 disaster and is a reminder of the risks associated with attempting to climb K2. Due to K2's northern location, troublesome weather rolls in year around, bringing frigid temperatures, heavy snowfall, and powerful winds. If climbers miscalculate weather conditions or get caught in an unexpected storm, their lives will be in extreme danger. Whether it's the tale of survival that bleed from the treacherous slopes or the visions of bravery mastered in the mind, the most dangerous mountains in the world continue to make headlines around the globe. So sit back and relax and keep watching our videos, and please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.